Hey there, what's going on? Coach Chris, Team Critical Bench. I got my dumbbell rolling away from me. I'll keep it close. I want to go over a really cool chest press exercise. We've alluded to it before, a video several months back that I think Coach Anthony had in a workout. But I want to really emphasize this particular press move because it's a bit special to me, and it's part of Savage Strength, which, if you haven't heard about it, it's amazing. Mr. Mike Gillette, the guy's awesome, a feats of strength guy, just class all the way. He is extraordinary. He defies logic with some of the things that he does, right? That's what these guys are all about. They're not just strong, they do things that ordinary people just would never even consider possible. And it's just really cool. It's awesome. I'll put a link in. You got to check it out. If you haven't heard of Mike Gillette, look him up. I promise you won't be let down. Anyway, I wanted to emphasize a movement that's actually in his list, in his workout, and it's the one-arm dumbbell chest press. If you've never done a one-arm dumbbell chest press, give it a try. You're going to be pretty amazed how hard you have to work to maintain your position, okay? So don't jump right to the hundreds. You know, if you're repping out 100-pound dumbbells for 8 to 10 reps, don't think you're going to very easily be pressing a single 100-pound dumbbell when you don't have weight in the other hand to counterbalance. You put such a tremendous amount of load on your abs, on your legs. I mean, talk about knowing how important all these other muscles are when you're talking about bench pressing, and then you have people that put their feet up on the bench and do all that stuff, and just you completely take away all of your true power. You want those feet firmly pressed into the ground, your glutes are squeezing, your quads are tight, your abs are out of your mind tight, and you know, you're pressing all your points down on the bench just like you're supposed to. You know, the head, the shoulders, the butt, and the feet are firm to the ground. Everything, you're just like Velcroed, right? And you have to focus on all this stuff when doing this. So I just have a 70-pounder here. I'll go ahead and just demonstrate with some reps on each side. So from this position, my abs are really tight. My feet are firm to the ground right now, just like I was going to do a regular barbell bench press. My abs are tight. What I'm going to do, you won't see it from this angle, but when I switch the dumbbell, you will. I'm going to really tighten up through my other arm to help keep all that tension in my body. Because you don't want to loose, almost like a loose wire. You want to keep all that tension in the body, right? So everything's tight. You got to keep tight. If you're not tight, you're not going to be able to press. I'm telling you know, what's normally easy with 80 or 90 pounds, for me, feels a lot harder when it's just 70 and it's one arm. I'm telling you, you got to try these. First one's hard, so you kind of get the feel. And down. Whew. Let me tell you, that's work. But they're fun too, because it's like a whole new world. It's a whole new challenge. If you've been bench pressing with a barbell, if you've been doing a lot of dumbbell presses, flat, incline, decline, whatever, you've been missing out by not doing these. Because this is like discovering pressing all over again. And it's really cool. It's a great alternative to always doing the same 3 or 4 presses that you do on chest day. So throw this into the mix, dump one of the ones you've been doing out of the mix for a little while, and throw this in there for 6 to 8 weeks. And watch this actually probably make your other lifts better. So check out Savage Strength. I'll put a link down there for you. Thank you so much for watching. Coach Chris, Team Critical Bench, giving you another awesome way to build your chest and to get stronger. We'll see you again real soon.